Hey there guys, it's so nice to see you again. So, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm talking about some of my favorite things from my childhood. And I'm going to start out with my favorite book. So, I actually found this the other day when I was going through my porch, and it is called, oh, there's a picture hanging out of it. What is that? There's a picture in it. I don't know what it is. It's the Backstreet Boys. Yeah, I liked them. But anyways, so my favorite book, it was called What's the Matter with AJ? So I was going through a bunch of stuff out on my porch at my house the other day. Well, here at this house. Yeah, okay, you get it. But I was going through the porch the other day and I found this book that I had completely forgotten about for a while. When I was little, I used to read it all the time, and in the book, I specifically remember he makes this face. It's basically, I had to reread it so I could remember what it was about, but it's about this kid who has a new sister, and he doesn't really like that his little sister gets all of the attention. So towards the end of the book, he makes a face at his little sister, and he tries to make the most horrible, ugliest, awful face ever, and it ends up making her laugh. Well, I remember this face quite well because I used to always call it the AJ face, and I would do it all the time. If someone told me, hey, do the AJ face, I knew exactly what they meant. And in fact, let me just show you. This, let's see, ooh, there we go. It's probably not focused, but this is the AJ face. And I'll try to insert a picture over here somewhere, maybe, if I can, of the AJ's face. But that is the AJ face, and I used to do it all the time. It's like you have one eye closed and you but anyways, so that was my favorite book. The next thing that I'd like to share with you guys is my favorite movie. When I was like 3 years old, my absolute favorite movie in the world was Wild America. Now, this is not really a kid's movie. It's about 3 brothers who set out to find this cave of bears, and they run into all kinds of trouble along the way, from getting stuck on a moose's antlers and being in a stampede of horses, and it's crazy. And it's not really a kid's movie, but I was in love with it. I would make my mom play it on repeat constantly, and for Christmas last year, she actually found it and got it for me. So I have that movie now. And I'll try to put a picture here of what it is. And from this movie, I can also share my childhood celebrity crush, who was Jonathan Taylor Thomas, which plays the younger brother in this movie. And here's a picture of Jonathan Taylor Thomas. And I had a crush on him, big time. He's still cute. I approve. Good job, younger me. But anyways, on the topic of movies and stuff like that, let's talk about TV shows. First of all, I just have to say 90s TV was a million times better than all of the stuff that's on TV now. And one of my favorite shows was Rugrats. I loved Rugrats all the time, watched it, and I actually got a little stuffed animal Christmas elf Chucky. I've had this for years and years, and he's just kind of been sitting on a shelf in my house. The funny story with this is that this is actually not the original. I had a Christmas elf Chucky originally, and I loved it, and I was obsessed. I used to carry it everywhere with me, and I left it on a shelf in Walmart. I was devastated. I was so upset. My mom tried to go back and find it, and it was just nowhere to be found, and I was so upset. And finally, she was actually able to find another one and bought it for me, and that resulted in this Christmas elf Chucky. It is pretty much the same one that I had before, but it replaced it. Poor little me left it on a shelf and made myself very, very sad. And since we're on the topic of stuffed animals, one of my favorite stuffed animals from my childhood is actually from a TV show called The Big Comfy Couch. So for those of you who haven't seen it, The Big Comfy Couch was this show about a girl and her doll, and it was just this giant couch, and everyone in the show were clowns, so they had big red noses. But that's just besides the point. But I absolutely loved her doll. Her doll's name was Molly, and I loved the show so much, and I loved that doll, that my mom got me a doll that I then called Molly, and I still have her. Like I said, I was going through my porch the other day and I found a whole bunch of old stuff, which is kind of what gave me the idea to do this video. And I found Molly. So here's a picture of me when I was little with my doll, Molly. And here is Molly now. She's still here, just this cute little doll in like polka dotted dress. But yeah. So I still have her. Another favorite that I'm going to share with you guys is one of my activities that I did. So I've been a very active person all my life, and one of the activities that basically I did for 8 years was cheerleading. I did competitive cheerleading. Not school cheer where it's just go team go, like competitive, we have a routine, we go to competitions, all that kind of stuff, kind of cheerleading. And so here's a picture of me at a competition, and basically they said make a mad face here, and this is what I ended up with. So yeah, but I just thought I would share it. That was one of my favorite activities to do because I did it for 8 years. That is all I have for you guys today. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. You guys rock. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Sorry, I'm checking my little... What are the words? The bullets. That's what they are. Bullet points. Yeah. I live near a train. Can you hear it? Goes. That was actually perfect timing. That was kind of great.